Hi everyone, it's Christina from Dolphin Outsourcing. How are you all doing today? Today we are talking about blogging for your business. So do you have a blog already? Are you doing any kind of blogging at all for your business? If you do, how many are you doing a month? Do you have a certain amount? I'd love to know more about how you get number of blogging so far, what you're doing. So why do we do them? If you're not doing them already, you should be doing them for your business. It helps with SEO. This is the main reason people do blogging. It enables you to reach more people. It helps you to promote yourself as a business. And it works as a method for attracting an audience because it provides something of value to them before asking anything in return. This sort of goes out to your ideal audience. So you're doing all of these, all the blogs, and then your ideal audience will read those blogs and then hopefully buy from you in return. So where can you post these? So ideally these should be on your website, where you're able to promote your products or services, whatever it is that you're offering, and then they'll go to your blog and look what you're doing as well. Once they've read your blog, they might go to different areas of the website and learn more about you, and start to find out what you're selling and what you're doing. They might follow you on social media. So blogging is a really good way of getting that person in to your business straight away. So a lot of people they don't know what to write. Where do I start is a good question. And what do I write about? So the most popular subjects and what you should write about is sort of on your subject area. So it depends on what you do as your business, but ones that really work well, I find, are sort of like the top 5 of such and such, a top 10 of such and such, or top 20, whatever it might be. So if you've got a product, you might want to base these around the type of product you do. So if you're a gift person, you might have a gift one. You could do the top 10 plaques or something like that if you're selling some plaques, and then you can put your plaques on there, or you can maybe offer someone else's stuff and then tag them as well. But there's so much you can do around that, but those ones work really well. You can ask your audience as well, like what they would like to know about. What blogs do you read yourself as well? So ask your audience, go on social media, maybe do a poll, ask them what they'd like to know about, and then you'll start to get some feedback. Or ask your friends, and think about the blogs that you read yourself. So what are you most interested into? You can also kind of Google some various ideas as well, and then get yourself a whole list of what to do, and then you can start scheduling what you want to write or start drafting it up. One of the main things about doing a blog is a title. The title is really super important. So how could you come up with those ideas? One of the best ways to do this is super simple, is go onto Google and then start writing something to do with what you're doing. It sounds a little bit too easy, but depending on what your business is, you just put in sort of how to or where can I. They're maybe the start of blogs a lot of the time, but you go onto that and then you'll see a drop down menu on Google, and then you just have a look at what comes up and you'll get a ton of ideas, and you can work your way around that. And the ones that come up top, they're the ones you should be writing about, because Google's finding those first. So always find what works for you, ones that come up top, and never copy anybody else's work as well. That's the main thing as well. So just keep it in mind, make it your own content, and post it on your own website and social media channels. If you're also stuck for ideas, think about what your clients or your buyers, whatever, will be asking you. What are the questions that people normally ask you? Like, you could do a blog specifically for like frequently asked questions. Loads of people do that, and it really helps their business as well. And that's a sort of main page you could have on your website. What do you get asked the most? Again, you can ask your audience, or have a think about when people first message you, what do they ask you? Do they ask you for your prices? Do they ask you if your products are made by a certain type of thing? Are they cruelty free? That type of thing. All things like that you should be putting on your blog, and it should be on your website. If you list them all together, you can share that to your audience as well. So that's really good. That should definitely be one if you haven't already done one. The other question about blogging is how to format it. Like, where do you put what goes first? Generally, and this is how we do it for ours, is obviously you got the title and large and the header at the top, and then underneath it's really good to have some kind of photo or graphic or whatever it is that you would normally do, but try and keep it the same for each one. So if you do, obviously not the same photo, but if you do the same layout and the same style all the way through, that's consistent with your branding. So we do say to do that as well. A big one as well is some people do massive bold text. What you want to do is space that out so it's easier to read. You don't want to do like a massive block of text all the way down and people will get bored. If you space it out all the way through, it's going to be much easier for people to read and digest that information and then go on to whatever it is they want to go to at the end. So photos, I would say use your own, ideally, if you've already got your own photos. Obviously, if you've got your own products, it's a lot easier because you will have your own photos. Services are harder a lot of the time. But if you don't have your own photos, again, you can just Google free photos and ensure that you have got the right to use them. Don't just go and take off Google because that's not allowed. So ones that are quite good are Pixabay or Unsplash. They're sort of the two main ones that people do use. So you can go on there and you can also credit the photographer as well if you needed or wanted to do that. But yeah, those two sites are the best ones, I would say. Another main question is, how long should this blog be? How long do you want to write it for? Personally, I would do a minimum of 300 words. Optimum, I would say, is about 500, and then 800 is a long one. It can be however long you want it to be, basically. But I would always mix them up as well. So you can have short ones and long ones, depending on what you're doing, what the style is. But keep them all different, just to keep your reader a bit more interested. So once you've written all your blog, you know how to format it, you know what to put on there, you know what you're writing about, you'll get to the end. And on the bottom, you should always be putting some kind of call to action, or even if it's, you know, if you like this blog, why don't you read this blog? So you're keeping them on your website, or if it's something to do with one of your products, then you could put a link at the bottom as well. You can use a banner or another graphic, and you could link that to there. So if you've enjoyed finding out about this product, this service, whatever it may be, here's what you do next. So you're always giving them something or somewhere to go to next. Once they've read your blog, what are you wanting them to do next? They might leave a page. So to get them to stay on, you want to put a call to action at the bottom, let them know that we're doing, or even if it's, you know, find us on Facebook, for example, or sign up to our newsletter, just something at the bottom, and then they'll hopefully become a client. That's the main reason why you're doing blogs, right? So once you've got it on your website, what are you going to do next? A lot of people forget to do this crucial part, which is how to promote it. You have to promote your blog. Don't just write it and run and hope that people will somehow find it. They might do, but you need to promote it as well. So what you want to be doing is sharing it to your personal Facebook as well as to all your social media platforms. So any social channels that you're using, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest is quite good as well. That will help drive traffic as well. So if your business works with Pinterest, you've got a Pinterest account, create a Pinterest size graphic. You can also add that to your blog and pin it, and that will get people on as well. But yeah, share it to your stories as well, let people know, talk about it. So you've just done this blog post, and you can also obviously repurpose all those blog posts as well into quotes or graphics and put that all over your social media. So again, once you've done it and you promoted it, don't just leave it. So keep coming back to it and say in your social media, this is a blog we've done before, do some graphics and all the rest of it, and keep going back to it. Keep that traffic, get into your website, get more people to read your blog. So I hope that has helped. If you do have any questions or anything you would like to know about blogging, or you want someone to do your blogs for you, or anything like that, we do offer this service, and we would love to help you. So if you can get in touch with us, send us a private message, or follow us on any of our social media channels, we will love to hear from you. So I will speak to you same time next week for another educational video. Thank you for watching.